Okay, so my student dialogue that I went to was on the mental health of college students, which I chose because I feel like mental health is a big part in how college students interact with each other. And I feel like some people just don't realize like the situation that some students went into because like they covered up pretty well, like if that makes any sense. Like they might have like some issues but you don't know about it, and mental health with the stress that comes with college can really impact the way that like your view is of what you're doing during college. And during my student dialogue, I feel like my group did achieve true dialogue because we did all these activities, one being getting in a circle and being asked questions to connect with one another and see what people connected with what and all that stuff. And I feel like people genuinely got to know each other during this dialogue because like a lot of people knew stuff about each other after the dialogue that they just didn't know beforehand. And there was a lot of things, especially when we broke off into pairs, that you wouldn't have known without going to the student dialogue, which I found interesting. The observations of the dynamics of my group would have to be that we started off in a big circle and we made connections with one another one by one till there was nobody left. So everybody was connected in one way or another so that they felt like they were a part of the group. And to start things off, what we did was after this, we were given a sheet and told what dialogue is and all that stuff so that we would become familiar with it. And then we showed our personality traits and what we found most important to ourselves by using a pie chart. Pie charts showed our percentages of what exactly was most important to us and what wasn't most important to us. After this activity, we decided to get in. Everybody was put in the middle of the classroom and we were asked questions, and if you strongly agreed with the topic, then you went to one side, and if you disagreed, you went to the other side. And I think this was a good activity because instead of having to say how you felt, you were just moving, which is easier to do than actually having to explain yourself to people. And this activity was interesting because you got to actually see what people felt about different questions on campus, and you got to truly see how everybody else has different viewpoints than one another. I feel like there were active voices during my dialogue because certain people really, they got deep down into certain issues, like stereotypes of certain diseases like schizophrenia and what it means to be an addict, a drug addict, and also what is depression. And I feel like these questions were crucial in the fact that they truly, like, people got to actually see how others felt, and together the whole group got to see different viewpoints, which I think dialogue is. Dialogue, I feel like, is not just knowing your own viewpoint on something, but coming together in a group and being able to see everybody else's viewpoint and seeing how yours compares to that, and maybe how you can even benefit from others and maybe improve your own viewpoint. There was definitely more active and more reserved voices during the group. This is obvious. It's just like in any ordinary class, you're going to have people that speak up more and truly get engaged in the conversations, while others are more shy, I would have to say, and maybe they just don't care and they just don't really care about the topic maybe. And then others who truly take on the role of being the talker and getting through the lesson and helping others learn from what they're saying. The role that I played was, I think, in the middle. I didn't talk too much. I did not talk the most in the class, I would have to say, but I did talk, and I was not the least talkative in the class by any means. So I'd have to say that I was in the average range of people talking. Definitely dialogue is a useful tool in the university experience because it helps others be able to come together and have a common goal of a certain topic, but not just have your own viewpoint, but have others. And then by doing this, you get to truly have your own like viewing of a certain topic, and by doing this, it should help out and make the best decisions possible and your best overall description of a topic. And that's my vlog for my student dialogue that I had to do on student health in college.